guys, so I'm going to try to do a quick unboxing for you. This item has quite the story that goes along with it. If you're not interested in the story that goes along with this bag and only want to see the unboxing, I would suggest you fast forward probably to about mid-video or even 3/4 of the way done. Hopefully I'll be able to do this story pretty quickly, but it's quite the story. So this story kind of starts many years ago when I actually bought my Totally in the MM in the Azure print. I originally picked that bag because I had a Monogram Speedy. It was a top handle bag and I wanted something that I could wear over the shoulder in a different canvas. At the time, I didn't really know how my love would grow for this brand and that I would acquire many different Louis Vuittons. So at the time I thought, with my Speedy, the best option would be something that closed on the top, that was shoulder, and that was in a different print, which is why I chose the Totally in the Azure. But in the photos, when I first was trying on this bag, there was a bag that was kind of up in the corner on like a high stand in all of my pictures. I think the bag was really newly released when I bought my Totally. So as I started to kind of look back at pictures, I realized how much I wished that I would have gotten that bag. But it's a style that I was not comfortable with, and I still am not 100% sure that I love the style. And it was really bold. So in the pictures, I kept kind of going back and just zooming in and seeing this bag up in the corner. And I'm really happy with my Totally. I've gotten a lot of use out of it. I love the Azure print, but this bag always stuck in my mind. This time of year, I start seeing it quite a bit on Instagram. I can honestly say I've never seen one in person, so it's not a common design, being it's a limited edition. It is the Neverfull. You guys know I'm not a huge fan of the Neverfull. In my lifestyle, I travel a lot, so I think that the Neverfull that I would have to get that would be the best for me is to actually use it as like a carry-on travel tote in the GM size. But I'm very particular about my bags, and I like having something different. So I tried really hard to enjoy and to like the Neverfull limited edition that I got this past fall in the travel patch series, and it just was too small. And so needless to say, this bag still stuck out. Then fast forward to now, seeing it always on Instagram this time of year, I realized how much I needed this bag. And we're leaving to go to Florida in a couple of days, and about a week or two ago, I started becoming obsessed with finding one. I think for me, buying pre-loved is a little iffy. I haven't had great experience. I've only bought a few things. I've turned around and sold them almost instantly. When I get something pre-loved, I always feel like it's not as good as I expected, and I just don't treat it the same way. So I kind of wrote off buying pre-loved a while ago. But with this, being they no longer make it, I had no option than to find it pre-loved. Now, I kid you not, I literally had this bag potentially in my possession as a purchaser 6 times. The 6th time is the charm, guys. It's here in the box. Let me quick tell you just how I got to 6. So I first decided I was gonna really actively try to get this bag. The first seller was really sweet. I found her on Instagram, which is what made me initially like kind of pulled the trigger on getting it this year. And she was good, but the more I started to ask questions, her price was amazing. It had been kind of listed on her Instagram for a couple weeks. When I finally came time to say, yes, send me the PayPal email, she informed me that the seller, she was not actually the one who owned the bag. She was just kind of the middle person, I guess. The seller decided not to sell. So I was devastated. I went to a couple of my friends on Instagram, and I started asking around, like, who's seen this bag? Does anyone know of anyone trying to get rid of it? Somebody recommended going to the Facebook group, and I did that. I actually got no comments at all on it. I posted a picture. I said I was looking for it if anyone had any information. Nothing. So I then posted a picture on my Instagram account. If you guys don't follow me, my name is the same, SJA Bean. But I posted a picture of it on Instagram and said, please, somebody help me find this. And right away, the amazing Christina, Miss M Memoirs, she sent me a message right away and said, I saw it, contact this person. So I contacted the person that she had seen. It was somebody whose account was not publicly listed. So I went to her, and needless to say, she literally sold it like a couple hours before I contacted her, which was devastating to me. There also were at the time actually three total on Fashion File. Two of them were ones that I hands down would have purchased. They were in excellent condition. One came with the pouch, the other one did not. But while I was waiting for my first person to send me the PayPal invoice, it took her probably about 5 days to finally inform me that the seller was not going to sell. So in my mind, I thought I already had the bag in the bag, theoretically. I thought I was for sure getting it. And during that time, the two on Fashion File went away. Had I known that this person that I was speaking to was not going to go ahead and go with the sale, I would have bought it on Fashion File. But at that point, it was too late. Next, I found somebody from the Netherlands who I love her feed. Her little picture on Instagram was this bag, and I started scrolling through and realized that she wanted to sell it, and she posted it a few weeks ago. So I contacted her. I said, do you still have it for sale? She said yes, but it came out that it wasn't really. She had a couple people who were interested in her country, so obviously to ship it to the United States from there would have made it a little more tricky, and I probably wouldn't have gotten it by the time I was going on vacation. So that was out. Finally, my fifth bag that I found, there were actually two on Tradesy. I'm not familiar with really buying pre-loved at all. During this time, I also called, I bet you I called about 17 different pre-loved stores in LA, in New York, in Dallas. I literally was on the hunt. I even tried to contact a couple of personal shoppers to see if they know the pre-loved market. Anyways, my fifth person on Tradesy ended up, the bag was gorgeous. It apparently had never been used. It was in the dust bag in her closet for the 2 or 3 years that this bag's been out. And she was willing to give it to me pretty much for what the retail price was. But the more I started researching it, the more I kind of started wondering if this was a little bit fishy. The actual bag with the same date code was also posted on Poshmark, and she was the seller. If you Googled images, the actual date code had come up a couple times on pictures. So I started thinking about it, and I just wasn't really that comfortable with her. I sent it off to the Purse Forum to get it authenticated, and they came back and said that they wouldn't authenticate it, that they highly suggest I go to a paid authenticator. So then it made me even more hesitant to do it. And the lady was very lovely. She was very accommodating, sending me tons of information. But what I didn't realize was that limited edition pieces, especially this one at the time, became what was known as a super fake, which was a really, really good replica of this bag. So then I started getting even more nervous about pulling the trigger with her. And it was much more over the price. And I contacted Louis Vuitton. I asked how much it would be to get a Neverfull totally re-leathered. I also asked about purchasing the pouch, and I kind of figured out what I was willing to spend if it wasn't in perfect condition or pretty good condition. So needless to say, with the help of some of my amazing friends on Instagram, a few shout outs that I have to give. Megan with That Girl's Insta 0115 was super sweet, and she literally counseled me through this purchase. She It's so fun to see these relationships that we develop just even through messaging. She was amazing. Elle, who I've always had a great relationship with that I adore, at Love Junkie, amazing. She kind of counseled me because she has this bag. Sierra's always one. Sierra Elizabeth 6 is always one that I go to, as well as my lovely Linda and Wendy. You guys know how meaningful you are to me too. I always value your advice. I also have to thank Rose with Rose Loves Lux. I always have a hard time saying that. She also counseled me, as well as Michelle, MB_LVOE. You guys all were amazing in helping this come to me, and here it is. So let's get started on unboxing it. The dog is going to go down. She probably will start licking me, but I'm going to put her down. Oh, no, she won't lick me. She'll probably start barking, but I gotta get this ready. So let's get started. And you guys, I never actually told you how this came about. So needless to say, 5 times, 6th time, I was really feeling discouraged. Somebody suggested again that I go on Facebook. I went on Facebook that morning. I posted a picture of the bag again and said in search of, and within 5 minutes somebody responded that said, what is your budget? And about 2 minutes after that, somebody else responded saying they just listed it. She put the picture of the bag. She instantly sent me a message with the pricing that she was looking for, and you guys, she was the sweetest. I'm not going to give her name because it is on Facebook, and I know, you know, just to protect her, but she got her Holy Grail bag, her like unicorn bag, and with the purchase of her unicorn bag, she had to thin out her collection a little bit. So needless to say, this is now mine. Okay, so let's get started on the actual unboxing now that you guys have heard the whole backstory. I'm really excited. I'm a little bit nervous. I honestly didn't even look at the pictures that well because I just couldn't believe that it was the right price, and she was so great. She contacted me like right away knowing that I wanted this bag. She was so amazing and literally overnighted it to me to make sure that it got to me by the time of my vacation. I just am so excited about this. And it's taped up so well. And I have never, I don't think, had anything shipped to me so priority. It came through the US mail, but it was guaranteed to be here by noon today. And I think she might have dropped it off at the post office maybe 6 o'clock last night from pretty much halfway across the country. And I was so shocked. A person from the US Post Office actually came and hand delivered it to me, not in a truck or anything, literally drove from the airport to bring it to me. So I feel very special about it. It was totally great. Okay, so we got her open. I might have just cut myself. Okay, so here she is. And she's so sweet. She packed it with wrapping paper. So let's, oh my gosh. Do you remember these boxes? Oh my goodness. So this is totally the box that my Totally came in. That I could have had this instead, but I do love my Totally. So let's see. You guys, I'm so excited. I didn't think that this would be coming to me. And she put in a cute little note. Let's see. Aww. Such a sweet little note. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to show you the card because it actually has a picture of her family on it, but this is so sweet, you guys. Like, my friends that I'm developing these friendships are so amazing. So, okay, here we go. I literally cut myself and I'm bleeding. Okay, so here we go. Ah! It's so pretty. So you guys know by now it's a Neverfull. But which one? Let's see. This is my first Neverfull, and this is really like my first pre-love bag. Unstuff her. Oh, it kind of smells like when you go on vacation. Very right, let's inspect her for a minute. I'll fast forward through this so you guys don't have to see it all. I can't believe it. I can't believe it's mine. This is so exciting. And I have to say, it's actually in much better condition than I expected. Oh my God, I'm really bleeding. Let me fix this. Nothing like cutting yourself during an unboxing video because you're so excited. Anyways, this bag is just so exciting to me. And like I said, I've never purchased pre-loved that has been like this, and I'm so excited about this. It is better than I expected. Yay! And I also think this fall I probably will go and get it, get all the leather redone. It's actually in great shape. I just am such a person that I'm realizing I love the look of the brand new leather. I like the leather look before it patinas, before it gets like honey colored, but this is not bad at all. Yay! Thank you all for helping me so much with this. I can't be, like, I don't think this could have gone better. Now I see why the 5 before didn't work out. This, you guys, the canvas is in like amazing condition. I think at some point I may end up looking for the pouch to go with it, but I honestly don't know if I'd actually use the pouch. I have my toiletries. Oh my gosh, my toiletry from the limited edition travel series will look really cute in here. But you guys, thank you all so much again for helping me, and yeah, stay tuned. I'm sure you'll see this bag a lot in my Instagram. Yay! Thank you. Mwah. I'm so excited. I'm making this video super corny. Thank you again for checking out my unboxing. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks. Okay. Bentley. Every single time. Every time. Doesn't fail. This is why I chose the monogram. Now I just am so, I don't know what to say. Okay, so we're leaving to go to Florida. Now, hello, lovely. I'm so thankful. That just sounded totally like Jerusha. I don't want to do that. I was trying to again. Not the, you know, fake names that we give. No, that sounds weird. Bentley! No! Come here! Patinas. Bentley, come here! La la la.